Hello everyone. In this part of lecture of the transformer, I am going to discuss some numerical based on no load test of a transformer. So in this numerical, it is asked that a transformer has no load core loss 50 watt. Means no load core loss is given as 50 watt. Draws 2 ampere RMS. Means when a transformer is not loaded, still it's draw 2 ampere current from the primary side and has an induced EMF. Due to this primary current, there is an induced EMF 230 volt RMS is given. Determine no load power factor, core loss current and magnetizing current. Also calculate no load circuit parameters of the transformer, neglect winding resistance and leakage flux. So our equivalent circuit of this transformer at no load is given here. No load means this secondary side of the transformer is open circuited. Only primary side is connected to the source like this, and this side is secondary side is this side is open. So when this side is open, whatever current coming from primary side, that is I1, this current is which is equal to I naught plus I2 dash. This is our secondary currents, but here secondary current is 0. So I2 dash will be also 0. This I2 dash is called secondary current referred to primary side. So the transformer will draw only primary current, which is equal to no load current I naught. And this I naught has very wide application, because this no load transformer current is being used to magnetize the core of this transformer. So to magnetize the core of the transformer, we need some current. That current is called no load current. And this no load current, whatever we are getting here, that is called I naught current. And this I naught has also two component, and that component, two component is broken here, that is called II and IM. So this no load current is going into two part. One part is called iron loss component, another is called magnetizing component. So this magnetizing component, in fact, we can write I naught equal to II plus IM. In fact, this is not a direct algebraic sum, it is a phasor sum. So here we can see very clearly that this I naught is the summation of iron loss component, and this is called magnetizing component. And this magnetizing component, in fact, it is very big as compared to this component. Means around 95 to 98% of I naught goes to IM. Most of the part of this current is going to the magnetizing component. Although the value of I naught itself is very small, it is around 2 to 5% of full load current. So here we see this current is already very small. Full load current means if secondary side transformer current is 100 ampere, this is full load current, then the no load current will be 2 to 5 ampere only. And the 2 to 5 ampere current, suppose if it is 2 ampere, so 98% of the 2 ampere goes to the magnetizing component. So we have to find the magnetizing parameters of the parameters means BM. This is called inductive susceptance, and this GI is called conductance of this opposite of the resistance. So from this given data, what we have given, we have given data, we can find, first of our task is to find the no load power factor. So whatever power here is going, whatever power transformer is taking, where it is going? It is going as no load loss. So this is written as P naught, and which is equal to V1 I naught cos theta naught. This cos theta naught is called no load power factor, and P naught is given here 50. V1 is given how much? 230 volt, and I naught is also given 2 ampere multiplied by cos theta naught. So this cos theta naught is called no load power factor, and which is equal to 50 divided by 230 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 0.108 lagging. And in term of angle, if we see, so theta naught will be 83.76 degree. Approximately this value will come. So this is our no load power factor angle, and this is our power factor 0.18. So from this diagram, we can see very clearly that the magnetizing component, which with the phasor diagram, we could understand what is the this portion and this portion. Here we can very easily understand what is the role of this magnetizing component. Here, if I we can very easily understand the role of magnetizing component of the transformer. So what we say that, so no load, if I this phasor diagram at no load, we can see that this angle here, it is I naught, and this angle is around 83.76 degree, and this portion is our IM, and this portion is our II. So in this axis, if we break the value of IM from the component breaking, so we can see here it is IM, which is equal to I naught sine 83.76 degree. So putting the value of I naught, it is 2, and sine 83 degree, we can get its value, which is we can find here, we can write it sine inverse, and sorry, so it is sine cos inverse 0.108, and after solving it, we will get it 1.988. We can see that here no load current is 2 ampere only, and magnetizing component is, it is very near to the no load current. So it means most of the current, whatever transformer is taking at no load, it is going to magnetize the core of the transformer. This core is being magnetized by taking the no load current. So this is our the value of IM. Now we can also find the core loss component, that is II, which is here equal to I naught cos 83.76 degree, and after putting this value, we will get it is around 0.216. So here, if we add these two value, you can see that it is not equal to 2. So we should not confuse that it is not an algebraic addition of these two value. It is actually, it is the phasor addition. So we cannot directly add these two value. So this value is very small and this value is very big. So from the diagram, we can find out the value of the circuit parameters, means GI and BM. We can find very easily GI and BM. From here, we can also find the value of GI and BM from this diagram, using this diagram. So how can we find? Let us see. So suppose if I have, again, I am drawing the same diagram here. What is the here? It is resistance. Here it is our BM, and the diagram is like this. So BM is here, and here current IM is known, and here current I naught is also known, II is also known, and here GI, that is called conductance. So from here to here, voltage is also known, that is given as E1, which is equal to 230. So using this diagram, or we can find, or using this voltage relation also, we can find, suppose voltage here IM multiplied from Ohm's law, E1 or V1, which is equal E1 V1. V1 is given here, supply voltage. So using this diagram, E1 equal to V1, and V1 is how much? 230 volt, and V1 we can write IM multiplied by BM. IM multiplied by BM. So BM will be equal to how much? So BM will be equal to from this relation, In fact, it is Im divided by Bm. It is susceptance, not reactance, so it will be divided. So from here we can write Bm will be equal to Im divided by 230, and Im is how much? 1.988 divided by 230. So it will give us 8.64 into 10 to the power minus 3. Minus 3 unit will be mho. So this Bm is now known, and last part we have to find this Gi. So Gi we can also find this relation, that is power is also given as no load power, which is equal to V1 square multiplied by Gi. This is the relation. So from here we can find Gi. P naught is given as 50, and voltage is also known as 230, no load voltage. So we have to make it a square, and after solving this we will get 0.945 into 10 to the power minus 3 mho. So this is a very interesting question. For no load, everything is calculated in this problem. This problem is taken from Nagrath Kothari book.